A wonderful day to everyone. Today, we are going to talk about an important and very relevant topic. But first, let me give you some reminders in my class, which I call Stop Virus. To avoid the spread of the virus, let us stop. S. Sanitize properly. T. Talk, sneeze, or cough with your mask on. O. Observe proper distancing. And P. Protect yourselves by taking vitamins or vaccination. And here are some of my classroom rules. C. Cooperate and participate. O. Observe silence. V. Value other people's time. I. Imbibe respect. And D. Do listen or COVID. For every recitation or participation in my class, I will be giving you stars. 5 stars are equivalent to 100 points. 4 stars, 95 points. 3 stars, 90 points. And for 2 stars, you will get 85 points. Today, we are going for an adventure. Are you excited? The first place that we're going to go to is discuss risk and protective factors in substance use and abuse. The next stop will be apply decision making and resistance skills to prevent substance use and abuse. And the last place we're going to go to is suggest healthy alternatives to substance use and abuse. I hope you will come with me and let's have fun! Before going to these destinations, let us know some facts about drugs you might not know. Did you know that teens who consistently learn about the risks of drugs from their parents are up to 50% less likely to use drugs than those who don't? Okay, guys, what does this fact imply? Secondly, alcohol is the most commonly abused substance and the third most common cause of death in the United States. Third, painkillers, tranquilizers, and stimulants are the most commonly abused prescription drugs. Fourth, over 50% of all traffic accidents involve alcohol or drugs. What is the implication of this? Or what does it mean? Next one, 50% of all suicides and over 50% of all violent crimes are caused by alcohol and or drugs. You might not also know that tobacco addiction increases risk of lung and heart disease, as well as premature aging of the skin. And the last one, nearly one-third of reported AIDS cases have been linked to injection drug use, heroin, cocaine, or any drug that abusers inject. These facts only mean one thing. It is very dangerous, very fatal. Now, I made a story that hopes to inspire you and awaken you about drug use, abuse, and misuse. The title of the story is Drew, Drugs or Dreams? This is Drew, a boy who has very big dreams for himself and for his family. He lives in Manila together with his family. He always worries about how he is going to achieve his dreams because of his situation. Because of their status in life, Drew's parents are both working night and day as street vendors just to provide for him and his siblings. They don't get tired because of their great love for them. Working night and day, Drew's parents have to leave him with his siblings every day. He is held responsible for them being the oldest. Drew also has good friends named Lito and Sarah. They have always been telling Drew about the words of God. They always invited him and his siblings to come to their church on Sundays. On the other hand, Drew also has friends who are delinquent. They are always engaged in fights and some other wrongdoings in their barangay. In school, Drew is always scolded by his teacher for getting low scores in their examinations and for always cutting classes. In spite his big dreams, he just really finds it uninteresting to study. He also finds it hard to manage his time being the one in charge for his siblings. One day, he feels really sad because of everything that is happening to him. His friend Lito dies of cancer. He is told by his advisor that he failed in 4 subjects, and he is just tired for standing as a parent to his siblings. Hence, he looks for an escape, and there he finds his delinquent friends. He is influenced by them to do bad things, and of course, try illegal drugs, which he has become addicted to. He lives the same kind of life for a year. One day, he wakes up feeling empty. He knows he is not happy about the things he is doing. Then he remembers his parents who are working hard for them, who love them dearly, that they sacrifice their health just to provide for them. He remembers his siblings that in spite the tiredness he feels about taking care of them, he smiles genuinely knowing that they are safe. He remembers Sarah, Lito, and his advisor who never ceased to give him inspiration and hope. He remembers that life is a better one than being enslaved by drugs. He remembers all of his dreams. So he walks to the nearest church and prays. His prayer goes like this: Lord, I am sorry for being a bad child, for being a son that you don't want me to be. Sorry if I did not appreciate all the things, all the good things that were happening to me. Sorry, Lord, for forgetting you. Lord, I am tired for this life. I want to change. I want to go back to my family and good friends. I want to be free from drugs. Help me, Lord, to achieve all of my dreams for me and my family. Help me be a changed man. I know that I cannot change without you. I am nothing without you, my Lord. He shouts at the top of his lungs, I want to be free from drugs. From then on, he starts changing his ways. From then on, he decides to achieve his dreams. Finally, he goes back to school as he believes that it is the first step to get the dreams he wants in life. The end. After the story, it's now time for me to check if you understood it. 1. Who is the lead character and what are his characteristics? 2. Enumerate the causes why he led to using illegal drugs. Explain each. Number 3. How was he able to go back to his normal life? Number 4. Why did he choose to go back to school? You are right. Our topic for today is protective factors and risk factors. What are protective factors? Protective factors are those associated with reduced potential for drug use. In the story, the love of the family, the support of the friends, and also his dreams, Drew's dreams, served as his protective factors that led him to going back to his normal life. On the other hand, we also have risk factors. Risk factors are those that make drug use more likely. In the story, Drew's peers, the delinquent ones, were the risk factors because they were the ones who influenced him in using drugs. Can you name other risk and protective factors in the story? Now, let us have a short activity. I want you to tell me the risk and protective factors that the domains in the middle can give. For instance, for individual, his or her early aggressive behavior can be a factor why he or she will possibly use, misuse, or abuse drug. It is when one is young and wants to try something new. But if he or she has self-control, that can serve as his or her protection. Let us have another activity. You can do it your way. I want you to create something that will represent your decision making and resistance skills to prevent substance use and abuse. You will be grouped according to your skills. There have, there have to be 4 people in a group. Here are the classifications for the grouping. Remember that there can be more than one group formed for every classification, and you will be graded using this criteria. First, creativity, that is equivalent to 30%, clarity of message 30%, and resistance tips 40% for a total of 100%. I will give you 15 minutes to prepare for your presentations. Let us have our last activity, which I call They Need Your Advice. So I have some people here that you will be giving your advice to. This is Gab, a lesbian. She is a musician and loves playing guitar. She resorts to drugs to feel confident. Though it is not true that drugs can make you feel confident. What advice will you give to her to stop using this dangerous substance? What healthy alternatives will you recommend? This is Brenda. She is not a typical girl because her outlooks in life are not like the usual girls who want to find the guys of their lives. She is an independent woman who loves writing poems and other literary stuff. However, she believes that she can only write well with the influence of drugs. What healthy alternative can you give her to stop this kind of thinking? This is Gahul, a Muslim guy who loves painting. He is bullied for his fashion, which is very unique. Because of the bullying, he is getting interested in using drugs. What healthy alternative can you recommend to him so he will not use the substance? This is Joselito, a high school student who loves playing basketball. However, he can hardly maintain a good relationship with his basketball team. Thus, he tried to look for other peers and he found a group that uses drugs and so he also tried it. What alternative can you give him so he will turn his back to using drugs? Do you have any question? I hope you enjoyed our adventure for today. And congratulations for reaching all the destinations! Remember, I know it is hard, but trust me, every difficult journey leads to a beautiful destination.